Question, as you might be looking, we have been given 4 equations against this graph. Now we have to find that which among these 4 equations, is actually the graphical representation for the following given graph. Similarly, for these following 4 equations, which among them is actually the correct representation, the correct graphical representation of this below given graph. Alright, so let's get started. So before solving this, I would highly recommend you to write down the equations, yes, in the standard form, correct. So I'm writing down the standard forms here. This one here would be written as x minus y equals to 0. The second one is already in the standard form as you're looking at. The third one can be written down as 2x minus y equals to 0. And the fourth one can be written down as 7x minus 3y minus 2 equals to 0. Alright. Similarly, I would also, write down the standard forms of these 4 given equations here quickly. So this one here can be written down in the standard form as x minus y plus 2 equals to 0. Second one can be written down as x minus y minus 2 equals to 0. Third one here, guys, x plus y minus 2 equals to 0. And the last one here is x plus 2y minus 6 equals to 0. So alright, so we have the standard forms with us. Now it would be quite easier actually to just go ahead and spot out the correct linear equation for the given graphical representations. So for this figure here, as you are looking at, focus here that it is passing through the origin here, right? So guys, it's a very important form here that whenever a straight line in this Cartesian graph, whenever a straight line happens to pass through origin, the constant term in the standard form, the constant term which is the c term, it becomes 0. You should remember that whenever the line passes through the origin, yes, c becomes 0. So can you quickly spot out that among these 4 given equations, for which among these 4 the c, the constant part, is 0? Yes, I think you know that. It is for, yes, the first one, the second one, and the third one. For the last one here, the constant part is not 0, it is minus 2, right? So yes, this directly gives us the information that this is not the possible, yes, linear equation for this graphical representation. So let's quickly check for these 3 equations here, and it's given here the points for this line which is passing through -1, 1. So just substitute, let's say we have substituting that in this first equation, -1, 1. So in place of x, replace x with -1, replace y with +1. Okay, we are getting -2, right? -2 is not equal to the right hand side, which is 0. So yes, the first one is also not the equation which is satisfying the graphical representation. What about the second one? The second one here, substitute x as -1. So basically, yes, we are focusing on this point here, this point here, this point here. Let me name that point as E. Alright, substituting x as -1, y is +1. Okay, yes, we are getting 0, which is equal to right hand side. So yes, here we go. This is the correct. This one is the correct. The second one, that's the correct equation which is representing the following graphical representation. So it's the second one here. For the second part of the same question, looking for this graph, which among the 4 satisfy this given graphical representation? Let's go through that. Now you might be looking here that the line is not passing through the origin, right? Okay, but it is passing through the y-axis at this point. Let's say this point here is B, this point here is B, 0, 2, and this point, let's say, which is 2 comma 0 is A. Okay, let's quickly just plot these points in the following equations, and let's try and find which satisfies them. So for the first one, if you just plot 0 comma 2, 0 minus 2 plus 2, okay, we are getting the right hand side equals to 0, so B point is being satisfied with that line. What about A point? Replacing x with 2, y with 0. Okay, so there you see the left hand part is 4 actually, which is not equal to the right hand part, which is 0. So yes, the first one is definitely not the equation. What about the second equation? Let's see. So we are constantly looking in the standard form, remember. Test the second one against the B point, replace x with 0, y with 2. Okay, we are getting -4, which is not equal to 0, so definitely it is not. For the third one here, putting B, testing against B point, replacing x with 0 and y with 2. Okay, yes, we are getting 0 in the left hand part, which is equal to 0. What about the A point? Replacing y with 2 and x with 2 and y with 0. Alright, so we are again getting, yes, the left hand side as 0, which is equal to the right hand side, which is 0. So yes guys, now we see and we have a very clear understanding that the third equation, which is x plus y minus 2 in the standard form, x plus y minus 2 equals to 0, it is satisfying these 2 points A and B. So yes, only a unique line can pass through two given different points. So yes, third one is the correct answer. So I hope guys you got